Hey everybody, it's WillBits, and love is in the air. There are too many exes in town. Our Valentine's event is gonna be picking up some fabulous ex-girlfriends. Did Petunia date Fry? I guess she must have. I know about Michelle. Let's just hop into it for now, and then we can talk about what all's going on. Thanks for the lovey bear, Fry. It's a lovely gift, even if you did send it anonymously. Those cute little furry rat things, they breed for Valentine's Day gifts? I didn't send you one of those, or anything else. You must have a secret admirer. Well, if it wasn't you, you cheap jerk, then who sent it? I don't know, but when I find out, he's gonna suffer, assuming you agree to beat him up for me. All right, start playing the Valentine's update. Didn't I already? We'll be collecting orbs from cargo drops to earn all of our characters that we'll be getting, and the candy hearts from space are gonna be doing actions that yield Valentines, and we're gonna use those to get items in the shop. All right, cool. And these guys can do their stuff.
Shut the hell up!
All right, our missions are here on Earth, and there are, it looks like just 4 new maps, but they get increasingly pretty difficult, and they're the bulk of what you're gonna be running to get the characters. It's gonna work all very similar to the coins that were in the previous events, except that instead of using those coins to buy dreaded loot boxes, if you get enough of them, you just get the character. So that much is nice, but we only have a week to do it, and getting some of these characters up to the levels you need fast enough may be a bit challenging. Map 1, you already have to have like level 15, probably closer to level 20 characters. Fry is who you're going to need for the path with the best boxes. That's gonna have 2 blue boxes. You can run it with whoever. Some of these gates are gonna get a little bit interesting, and it's a little annoying that the characters they just had you send off on quests are the characters that you need to actually run this map. And instead of what we're used to with having fights that have 3, 4, 5 characters, there's only 1 per map. So the normal scientist-specific teams aren't really going to be that good unless you just actually have really high levels. Like, obviously, Lrrr just knocked through that at that point. But if you're close to the right level, you're better off with scientists, villains, delivery boys, single-target characters. On this map, it's not a big deal, but once they start having more health, more damage, they also start charming your characters. A few of the new characters have passives that can actually counter that a little bit, but you're not really going to have time to level them up and use them in this event, I don't think. It's really just going to be a matter of getting the characters who can handle it at all. Hopefully, you've been working hard to kind of over-level things a little bit, but we'll check those maps out. Lrrr orbs, Michelle orbs, there's kind of... I don't know how I feel about there being Michelle orbs. Yes, I'm collecting orbs of my ex-girlfriend. You know, like you do. But hey, once you get enough, you just get them. We can look at that. Michelle collects stuff, Conversation Heart Factory makes those outright. And from what I understand, there will be some boss fights at Romantic Corp, fighting the owners of that. And Lrrr is an interesting choice here, actually, because MIdlife Crisis Lrrr is not available to use unless you already own Lrrr, and there is no way of getting him in this event. So either you got him back during the Omicron invasion, you got him in the Alpha event or the Lost Bots Tropical event, or no, he wasn't even available in that one. He was in the Alpha box, but he wasn't even in the Lost Bots event. So unless you got him originally or in the Redux, you are going to have a outfit that's just going to sit in the outfit-o-matic until the next time they give us an opportunity to get Lrrr, and I don't know how soon one of those is coming. At least you have the opportunity to get him. That's the first time that has ever happened. Normally, you just can't even get the outfit if you don't have the character yet, so it's nice that you have that option. I like that change. I just do wish he came with the ability to get Lrrr somewhere else. Map 2. Recommended level of 20, but I think we're already getting into the you're going to want to have level 30s. I think it's interesting that you have Hedonism Bot at 26 as a gate for our best path. Cha-ching for me. With some purple boxes, or Off-Duty Earl, who once again you cannot get right now. You have to have gotten him in the previous events that just passed. This is again the event kind of catering a little bit to the long-term players. Granted, some of these were available just a couple of days ago, so you don't have to have been that hardcore of a player, and if you're new, you are still going to be able to complete this event. Like, Hedonism Bot is the 5-day login reward, and you can still get some pretty nice drops from this map. Some people are going to get stuck at this map, though, so purple boxes may be some of the best you can handle right now. The main thing, I think, from just a game design philosophical viewpoint, especially once we start looking at the next map, is just that you're not going to be able to, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get 100% on these maps. They're shorter than usual, they don't have as many branching paths as some of the really crazy things that we saw during the alpha event, but they're still kind of, the gates are so disparate that you're kind of going to have trouble. Oh look, and it's Sheldon and Gwen, the owners of Romanticorp, whose names I was trying to remember earlier. In my defense, they kind of show up that one time and are not really major characters. And I'm surprised we can't get them in this event. They're not available as characters that I know of. Let's look at these purple boxes. 10, 10, 8, not bad. This is gonna take a while to get some of these orbs, and a little bit of luck. These are still kind of loot boxes, but at least you're always guaranteed to get something. I'm curious if you still get orbs after you get that character. That would be interesting. Hopefully you don't. And map 3 is where stuff's gonna start getting crazy. So notably, there is this really short heart path that you can just take. You don't have to have anybody, and for a lot of us, I actually don't have anybody who can handle any of these gates right now, so that's the one I'm going to have to take. But notably, there is a path for Kif, for Robot 1XS, who most of you probably have if you took place in week 2 that happened just a couple days ago, because it was pretty easy to get 40 slime and get Robot 1XS. Smitty's hard to level, and Sinclair 2K was hard to get, and you cannot get him or Warbot 1XS right now. So those paths are locked out to you if you do not have them. And it's going to be kind of a pain to get Sinclair up there, because he kind of isn't a great character. He starts every fight confused, and that's not really somebody you want to use most of the time unless you're, like, being forced to. You're going to have a couple of characters up to some interesting levels in order to actually run these paths. And the best way to handle these guys, because on maps 3 and 4, they start charming your characters, and if you're coming in with low-level scientists, especially people like Amy or Dr. Cahill, they potentially could charm the rest of your team, because then your own charms can work against you. So that's interesting as a thing. Of course, if you charm them first, then you just win. So definitely favoring the higher-level characters in this map. Let's check out the green boxes on the higher map. You do get more of them, but you only get like 4 orbs as opposed to like the 10. You were like 8 and 10 you were getting the other one. So generally speaking, you're better off running a lower level map and aiming for the better colored boxes as that goes. With a recommended level of 40, our last map has probably the craziest requirements, and there are some legendary boxes here. But in order to get them on the wings, you're either going to have level 46 Leg Mutant, who at least is readily available, or a level 46 Devilish Fry, who I think is a more interesting character to level, but if you don't have him, you don't have him. You will need Down and Out Bender and also Billionaire Bot to 100% this map. I don't know that it's worth 100% clearing at this stage, as the reward for 100% completion is really just an extra 20 pizza slices and a bunch of other stuff that, while nice, you don't really need as desperately. So my recommendation is, if you have characters in the 40s, to focus on 4, and if you have Devilish Fry or Leg Mutant, get one of those up as high as you can reasonably afford to, especially with the captain stage has kind of already passed us by. It won't be coming back until Monday, I believe. No, it'll be Monday. That one won't only be coming back until like Monday. So you may be out of luck for that one if you just haven't already leveled up Devilish Fry. But the Delivery Boy will be coming up soon, and that's probably the way to go, is just get Leg Mutant up to at least 46, and then have the rest of your team try to carry him, because those legendary boxes are going to probably be the difference between whether you get all the characters at this event or not at all. They are definitely trying to break the scientist meta a little bit. And at least for PvE, it is increasingly a good idea to have a diverse crowd. Alright, let's check out these blue boxes. Quite a few of them, and they still are only dropping 4 orbs at a time. So definitely, those legendary boxes are gonna be feast or famine, I think. Whether or not you can handle them.
Good news, everyone. Romanticorp, our biggest Valentine's Day customer, has put in an extra large order.
What are we delivering for them this year?
Oh, that's the good news. In addition to the usual chocolates and conversation hearts, this year's trendy Valentine's gift is boudoir photos. Every Planet Express employee can expect a very intimate gift from me soon. And if you can't wait, it's available on many Asian porn sites.
What are we getting, Professor? I don't know about this.
I just spoke with Romanticorp. The lovey bears are broken out of their cages and they're prancing endearingly toward New York. Oh, that's awful news. Adorably awful news. It sure is. Romanticorp won't ship anything until they recapture the lovey bears, which affects our bottom line. We'll have to assist in cuddling the lovey bears into submission. Luckily, I've been very lonely lately.
Alright, they want you to complete the map twice, and then have the characters. You'll be using the conversation hearts you get from the map to have your characters go on tasks and make Valentine's Day cards. You'll be using the Valentine's Day cards to build Romanticorp, the Garden, Lovey Bear Hospital, and a bunch of other neat things, some of which, wow, they get exponentially more expensive, actually. Like literally 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, with the Romanticorp corporate spaceship for 512 being our stretch goal. That's probably going to be pretty hard unless you get a bunch of people really quickly. But a bunch of cool people like Amy and other story characters can also help you create cards.
How dare you!
So in addition to Fry and Amy, Leela can help make them, which is something. Leela, Fry, Amy. So it really is just those 3 right now who can make those. So you probably are going to want to pick up... Actually, they still just collect those. I'm going to assume Michelle, Petunia, and Lrrr can also help create those, and that may be super required if we want to get some of the nicer decorations, but those are just the stretch goals. I'm not as worried about those as I am collecting the characters and the costume. So that's it. That's basically what we're going to be doing for the next week. What do you guys think? Is this fun? Is this a nice change of pace? Are the gates a little unreasonable? It's kind of a pain having gates that exist for characters you potentially cannot complete. Plus having some rarer, randomer, less desirable characters. Leveling up Sinclair 2K and Billionaire Bot are not things I'm tremendously excited about personally. I'm probably gonna do it anyway, just to kind of keep pace with everything, but I don't know, we'll see what I can actually get at this kind of time. Let me know what you can get, let me know when you get the characters. I'm curious what you guys are thinking. Is this a nice recovery from the loot box event, or does this still feel a little bit more like more of the same? Sound off in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.